Welcome back. In this episode, I will focus my lens on the indigenous ethnic group in North Africa with the name Amazigh, and often referred to as Berbers, though against their wish, and they have renounced this name for years. However, to inform you, the struggle of this largest ethnic group in Africa is also about their culture, tradition, and language, hence their identity, which is about to be wiped out. By who and why? Okay, stay tuned. Let us examine the genesis of their problem. Grab a cuppa and then subscribe. Of course, I mean a cup of tea. Okay now? Alright. Let me quickly say this. This video is not about religion. It is not to underestimate any religion. Rather, it is to showcase the plight of the largest indigenous people in North Africa. And why are they often referred to as the largest tribe in North Africa? Well, according to documentary evidence, in 1000 BC, the indigenous people were well rooted or occupied and lived in countries like Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya, and to a lesser extent Mauritania, northern Mali, and northern Niger. Meanwhile, in the past, Amazigh people have been invaded by the Phoenicians, the Romans, Vandals, Byzantines, the Arabs, and the Europeans. Eventually, they all left, except for the Arabs. However, the Arabs changed the status quo. Question is how? Stay with me. The Arab brought Islam, and consequently, it was embedded in the part of North African culture and the population at large. So, what is the implication of Arab influence? Well, Islamic religion, law, language, and doctrine was introduced, while Amazigh culture and language, the Tamazight, is considered illegitimate. And it may come to you as a surprise to hear that Arabic is held in high esteem than any other language. Therefore, state resources remain entirely directed at promoting Arab Islamic identity of Algeria, while the Amazigh identity remain concealed or relegated to an inferior position. Wow. Okay, perhaps you did not get the picture. Let me break it down further. You see, the Amazigh are the indigenous people of North Africa. Why? The Arabs are the natives of Arabian Peninsula in Middle East. Meaning, foreigners are not only occupying their land, but also imposing their religion and language on the natives. And talking about the name Berbers. Originally, this ethnic tribe are not Berbers. The question is, why are they now being referred to or called Berbers? Good question. Stay tuned. Let me explain. To inform you, Berber is a foreign word, and there are so many versions of where the name originates from. However, let me share one of the versions with you. It is believed that the name Berber originated from Latin, barbarian, coined by the Romans to distinguish the less developed tribal society of Europe and Africa from their well-developed society or civilization. The question is, are the Amazigh happy to be called Berbers? The question is, no. They have on several occasions denounced the name called Berbers. And to inform you, Amazigh have their own culture. Yes, you heard me. And tradition, deep rooted with folklore, traditional dance. Yes, as you can see on your screen. And tattoos among the women. Yeah. And before the introduction of Islam, the Amazigh are mostly animists, like many other tribe. While some of the Amazigh adopted Christianity, obviously to the influence of Roman Empire before the Arab occupied their territory and spread Islam. However, The Amazigh in Morocco and Algeria have in the past fighting for their culture. For instance, they do not want to be identified as Arab, a process called Arabization. They oppose the name Berbers and do not want to adopt Arab as their language. Therefore, it is very, very logical, and reasonable for Amazigh to stand up against the oppressive policies and promote measures that will help the Amazigh identity. And the struggle for self-identity among the Amazigh people come with a price. For instance, 140 political prisoners from Amazigh people are incarcerated without trial in the Amazigh region. Well, let us examine whether the struggle for self-recognition has yielded any fruit. Oh yes, I think in 2016, Amazigh is recognized as a national language in the Algeria constitution. Their language, Amazigh, has been recognized as official and in the constitution. Also, Algeria has adopted the UN Declaration on the Right of Indigenous People. That said, are there still some challenges? Of course, yes. The Amazigh people are continuously marginalized by state institutions and the anti-Amazigh law are still in force. The indigenous status of the Amazigh is not recognized by the Algerian government and thus they continue to face several challenges. Wow. Meanwhile, let me tell you about the color of their flag. Yeah, the color of this flag you are looking at, which we've seen several places during demonstration, sport event, blah blah blah. You see, each color corresponds to an aspect of Amazigh, the territory inhabited by the Berbers in the North Africa. Okay, let me repeat that. Each color corresponds to an aspect of Amazigh, the territory inhabited by the Berbers in the North Africa. Blue represents the sea, green represents the tail and the north of Amazigh. Yellow represents the vastness of the desert. Okay. Now let us refocus the lens on some popular people from Amazigh, or noble people of Amazigh, if you like. As you can see, there are several of them. We have what you see in the skin, Juba, you have Kahina, we have Laila, Fatma, we have Lababin. Okay. For now, I will focus my lens on two people. First, let us look at Al-Qaeda, the Berber queen who defied the caliphate and Islamic conquest of North Africa. A ruthless, steadfast warrior, as well as merciful leader who liberated thousands of slaves. Kahina lived in North Africa at the end of the 7th century. In the Muslim source, listen to this is very interesting, the way she's being described. Okay. The Muslim source described her as, quote, dark skin with lot of hair and huge eyes. Fascinated by her exotic image, historian Nahum described her as fair as a horse, strong as a wrestler, and a true desert woman, healthy and fast on her feet, an excellent rider and shooter who never misses, end quote. Wow. I didn't write this. This was written by somebody who was impressed by her dexterity. She was born into the Jarawa Senator tribe in the early 7th century. For 5 years, she ruled a free Berber state from the Auris mountain to the oasis of Agadamas from 695 to 700 CE. She fought at the El Dijama Roman, but was finally killed in a battle near a well that still bears her name Beer Al Kaina in Houris. Wow. And then Zinedine Zidane, one of the greatest footballers of this century. Zidane is a Muslim of Algeria Kabyle descent. His parents, Smile and Malika, emigrated to Paris from the village of Agumone, I hope I pronounced that well, in the Berber speaking region of Kabyle in the northern Algeria in 1953, before the start of the Algerian War. Wow. Okay, the question is, what's your thought about Zidane's involvement in the struggle? Is Zidane contributing at all to the challenges and the aspiration of his people? And if yes, should he do more than what he's doing presently? I'd like to hear your thought. Okay, here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and then create jobs. Bye now. See you soon.